Oh, good, he's hooked.
He's good. Okay, tip low. You're going to bring him all the way up here. You got to get him above me.
Yeah.
Okay, get him out here. Lift, stop. Lift the tip up high.
There we go.
Oh, yeah. Try to keep the lure out of the net.
There's your bead, nice and easy. Low and walk that dog. There we go. Good morning, everybody. Happy Monday. Oh, what a day, what a day. It's not even noon yet, and we're done for the day. I got Paul with me. I got my buddy Jordan back there with me. We fished the Salmon River today. We grabbed the drift boat, and we put in up in Altmar. We did just one pass. We were plug fishing. We went from Altmar to Pineville. I'm out later this week, so I haven't been out in a while, so I wanted to come up and take a test run, and I talked these two guys into being my fish reeler inners,
Yeah, it's
right?
close enough.
And we started out, we hit, how many did we land? 4? 3? 4?
4.
You guys each landed 2.
4, yeah.
And we lost a couple.
Yep.
So in one morning, this morning, we landed 4. We had one break us off. I must have had a bad spot in my braid because he broke me above he broke the braid, not the leader. We hit him on a couple different things. We were fishing hot shots and we were fishing jointed rapalas. So all we did was plug fish today. That's all we did. Like I say, we made one pass. We were in the water right at first light. Hit our first one in our first spot. Hit 2 in our first spot. Got them both. You know, one, we had 2 fish today as Jordan was letting it out. Soon as he went to close it to put it in the rod holder, right in his hand, you know, down it went. So that's pretty cool. It was fun, and it's snowing today. We got a low pressure, the barometer's low, and we got a big northwest wind, so it definitely has turned these fish off some. I talked to a couple guys that I know that are full-time, year-round guys, and they're fishing this every day. You know, and they said today you could definitely see the difference in them. You had one, your first one was a small male. All the rest of them are drop-back post-spawn females. I'm sure everybody that's going to watch this has heard that the Salmon River hatchery up in Altmar has been just filthy with steelhead for well over a month now, if not going on 2. So the next 6 weeks are going to be excellent, 6 to 8 weeks. If you're somebody that's watching this and wants to come up and go fishing, you can do it anytime in the next 8 weeks. And depends on how much water we get, how quick things warm up. I've had good fishing in this river all the way till the end of the first week of May, if not the middle of May. So if you're out there and you still want to go spring steelhead fishing, you got plenty of time. And there is an incredible amount of guides up here you can pick from. Whether you want to cast, whether you want to plug, whether you want to float fish, fly fish, you know, you name it, somebody out there is fishing this river doing just what you want to do. So take a moment, look around. There's a ton of great guides up here in this area, tons and tons. I couldn't begin to name them all, and I wouldn't want to forget anybody. So you can find it on multiple different, certainly Facebook pages, Salmon River. What's the big Salmon River one? Salmon River something. 25, 30,000 members in that group on Facebook. So tons of guides out there. Look them up, ask for references. A lot of guys doing a great job up here. So that was our day. The wind was gnarly. It was in our face all day. What did we say flow was, Jordan? 650?
650 at Pineville, yeah.
650 here at Pineville. It's good water to float. You always want more water, certainly as a drift boat guy, and especially as a plug fisherman. I'd love it if we had, 1,500 to 2,000 every day year round. It would be amazing. We don't. It's a tailwater fishery here. It's controlled by a power station, so you never quite know. It's not for the fish or the angler's benefit. It's for the power company's benefit. So I don't want to get into all that, but the flow is good. It's cold. These fish aren't going anywhere anytime soon. I mean, the next 3-4 weeks guaranteed is going to just be a slugfest. So, you could come out and hit 20 fish in a day, especially when these dropbacks start really coming out of the hatchery. You will see that it'll be insane. And they come out of the hatchery looking for something to eat. They got to build their strength up. How many fish did we see flopping around today on the surface? 3?
Yeah, 3 at least, yeah.
So we saw at least 3 females that looked like, early November kings, that they're dark and they're covered in white fungus because they've been in the hatchery for so long. They rub the skin right off their body, basically. And once they've broken that slimy protective layer, then that's when that white fungus starts to grow on them. The good news about the steelhead is now 2 of the 3 we saw were upside down, floating downriver. If they can get righted and get right, let's just say, and start to recover a little bit of their strength, then they'll be fine. They'll head right back out to the lake. And as I was telling these guys, you'll catch steelhead out here on the shorelines in Lake Ontario in the next couple weeks that you'll be amazed how quickly they get right back to bright silver. They won't heal all their wounds instantly, but you'll be surprised. And by the time you catch them in June or July offshore on those temperature breaks out there, they're right back to... Sorry, everybody. My phone just rang through the truck. So do I. If you catch these steelhead out in deep water, 2-3 months from now, you'll never know that they were beat up at all. Their fins will grow right back. Their skin will heal. There'll be that turquoise and silver color out there. And by the time you see them again next fall, boom, they're right back to healthy. So another reason why you always want to take good care of your fish. As fast as you can get them in and unhooked and back in the water, the better. It doesn't do these fish any good to have these real long, prolonged fights. You want to fight them. You want to fight them hard. You want to get them in. It's not the only fish you're going to catch. There's more. So I like to try and get them in and back in the water as fast as I can, because again, steelhead is a trout. Trout reproduce multiple times in their life. They can spawn multiple times. It's not like a Pacific salmon where it's a one and done. So, when you see them, you want to be careful when you catch them. That's the point of it. And the point is also to get them back in the water so somebody else some other time can get them again. Jordan was telling me earlier he had thought about wanting to keep one of the ones that we had caught. And I'm not some fanatical catch and release guy, but what I did say to him is those steelhead right now, especially the females, if you were to fillet them, their flesh is soft and spongy. It's really pale yellow color, because they came in last fall and with a full fat body, and by this time now they're long and skinny. They're spawned out. They've used all their fat reserves in their body. They've used every ounce of it to survive the winter in here, eating bugs, because that's about all they have for forage in here. And they lose most of their weight between the time they come in the fall and the time they spawn in the spring. Another reason why we want to handle them, fight them fast, get them back in the water quick. And two, like I say, with keeping them, they're not optimal eating right now by any stretch of the imagination. Sure, you can smoke them, and if you want to keep one, keep one. That's everybody's legal right, because that's what the law says. But if you're looking for excellent table fare, that steelhead in the spring in the river isn't really what you're looking for. Just as a FYI. So, all right. That's our day, gentlemen. I want to thank you so much for coming out with me. It's Paul's first steelhead.
Yeah.
Jordan,
Awesome.
thanks, brother. He's the one that thought of this whole trip today. And we'll do a little keep your tip up on 3. 1, 2, 3. Keep your tip up.